Welcome back to the show. It's KDS Reviews. This episode came about from an article I was reading and just thinking between me and some friends. TV we grew up with, it was different than what it is now. You have a lot of reality shows, game shows. You don't actually have a TV show. You have a lot of this, who's the best singer, the cooking shows, but you don't have any like production shows with stars in it that much. That's what we grew up on. Let's talk about some of them. Like some of the detective shows we grew up with. Start off with Mannix, starring Mike Connors. This is a really good show right here, extremely violent for its time. He started off as a detective, like for this little computer agency, but then after the first season, he went on his own as a private investigator, solving different mysteries. This is a really good show right here. A lot of these shows are not shown on TV, not even shown in syndication. That's Mannix with Mike Connors, another good show. Here's another one. If I remember correctly, this was the Saturday night used to come on. That's Beretta with Robert Blake. Robert Blake was a controversial character, a controversial person, You find out what happened later on in his life, He was charged with his wife's murder, but was found not guilty. But this was the show that came on right here. I want to say it was the back half with Starsky and Hutch. He had this cockatoo named Fred. He had a smart attitude a lot too. He also was another private investigator. But this is another show. He grew tired of this show. He said he just grew tired of it. He got gone on as far as it could go. And he wanted to go on to be a big star. That's why he left the show. That's Beretta. Up next, another show. Maybe another actress that some of my younger viewers have probably never heard of, but she was a big deal in the 70s. That's Angie Dickinson in Policewoman. This is almost impossible to find. I was surprised when I found this. Goodwill, I found this show. This is basically impossible. This is a really good show right here. This is another one. She was an undercover cop, She would pose as a prostitute or a nurse or a teacher to solve her crimes and things like that. And once again, she grew tired of the show too and left it. She got tired of them sexualizing her character. That's Policewoman with Angie Dickinson. Up next, here's another one of my favorite TV actors. He's known mostly for Spencer for Hire, but do you remember what show he is? Vegas, prior to Spencer for Hire. This is another one. It started off as a TV movie. It was a popular hit as got a lot of good high ratings, and that's how it formed into a TV show. And the city of Las Vegas was as much of a star of this show as Dan Tanner. That was his character's name. Robert Urich was. That's Vegas. This is another one of my favorite shows. Probably never even seen this show. Some of my younger viewers have. And then we conclude with Michael Douglas. Now, what TV show could Michael Douglas have been in? He's a big-time movie star. Before all that, Streets of San Francisco with Carl Malden. There were two inspectors that solved a lot of these crimes. He was like a junior to Carl Malden Sr. He taught him a lot. This is another one. Really good show, really violent. A lot of good crimes in this show right here. And Douglas ended up leaving to become a bigger star, which he did. He did. He was the producer on the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and other things. And you would see later on how he became a big star later on, Basic Instinct, Fatal Attraction, and such. That's Streets of San Francisco. Remember, KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. Maybe there's another type of genre you would want me to get. Maybe you want me to do musicals, We'll talk about that in some of the later shows later on this year. This is KDS Reviews, and I will see you in the next video.